Jason was an 18-year-old boy who had just graduated high school and was ready to start his life. He had always been a bit of a loner, but he was determined to make something of himself. He had dreams of becoming a successful businessman, but he had no idea how to get there. One day, while walking through the park, he noticed a beautiful girl sitting on a bench. She was wearing a long, white dress and had long, dark hair. He was instantly drawn to her and couldn't take his eyes off of her. He slowly walked up to her and asked her name. She told him it was Sarah and that she was from a small town in the countryside. She had come to the city to start a new life and was looking for a job. Jason was instantly smitten and asked her out on a date. She accepted and they went out for dinner and a movie. They talked for hours and Jason felt like he had known her for years. The next day, Jason went to Sarah's house to pick her up for their second date. When he arrived, he was shocked to find that Sarah had completely disappeared. He searched the house and the surrounding area, but there was no sign of her. He was devastated and couldn't understand what had happened. He was determined to find her and get to the bottom of the mystery. He started asking around town and eventually heard a rumor that Sarah had been seen in a nearby forest. He decided to investigate and ventured into the forest. After hours of searching, he finally found her. She was lying on the ground, unconscious. He quickly picked her up and carried her back to his house. When Sarah awoke, she had no memory of who she was or how she had gotten there. Jason was determined to help her regain her memory and find out what had happened to her. He took her to a doctor who told them that Sarah had been the victim of a mysterious rebirth. He explained that Sarah had been reborn with a new identity and a new life. He also told them that Sarah had been reborn with a special power that allowed her to control the elements. Jason was amazed and couldn't believe what he was hearing. He was also in awe of Sarah and the power she possessed. He was determined to help her discover her true identity and find out what had happened to her. As they searched for clues, Jason and Sarah grew closer and eventually fell in love. They eventually discovered that Sarah had been the victim of a powerful witch who had used her powers to take away Sarah's memories and give her a new life. With the help of Sarah's newfound powers, they were able to defeat the witch and restore Sarah's memories. Sarah was finally able to remember who she was and where she had come from. Jason and Sarah were finally able to start their new life together. They were both amazed at the power of love and how it had brought them together. They were also thankful for the mysterious rebirth that had given them a second chance at life.